Okay, when you own a business, you want to compare your options when you're purchasing any sort of equipment, especially high cost of equipment such as a truck. So you're going to look at just one vehicle and you're going to compare them all. But what this video is about is just calculating on a spreadsheet. The reason why you use a spreadsheet is so that you can use the calculation function, so you're not the likelihood of you making an error is decreased if you're using a spreadsheet. So anything that has to do with money, multiplying things out, you should use a spreadsheet and use the formulas. So just for calculating one formula, you have to make sure that whatever you are going to use in your formula doesn't have you have not typed in a dollar sign, you have not typed in a percent sign. You have completely just left it a number. So if the interest rate is 7% as a whole number is just 0.07. You can turn that to a percentage by clicking on this percent button so that the computer knows that's a percentage. You have 48 months and you have the cost is 45,000. So your monthly payment. To complete just interest, the interest rate is your principal times the rate times the amount of time that you want. So for 1 month, the interest on a $100 loan would be $6. So the total, but that's not telling you what your monthly payment would be. So what you need to calculate to do that, you can look it up, but what I know off the top of my head, in this cell, since this is where I say monthly payment, I'm going to put the equal sign. I'm going to take the $45,000. I know that interest is I'm going to multiply it, that's the little star button. I'm going to multiply it by, B5, the 48 months, and then I'm multiplying that by the 7%. Oops, I forgot to multiply that by the 7%. Now what that gives you is just the interest rate for, all right, it doesn't seem right because that seems like too low. So when I look at that, I multiplied it by B3 by B6 by B6. So for some reason, it should have been B5 by B6. So let me go back in there. I'm going to go up in my equation and change it to the B5. Times B5. My mouse messed up. That seems more like it. All right. So I am going to be paying 1,005. So in total, I am going to be paying back the loan with 7% over 48 months for a $45,000 truck. My entire payment that I'm going to pay is $151,200. So I'm going to take that number. So that's my interest and everything. I'm going to divide it by 48 months, and that will give me the monthly payment of $3,150. When you put your numbers in for the other trucks, you can just go ahead and click on that number. Oops, only click on it once. And you're going to control copy, and you're going to paste it, control V, into the other columns. Now it shows up as a 0 for now, but it will do the same formula for these numbers. So if I only have a truck for $25,000, same 48 months, same 0.07 interest rate, it will change it automatically. So that's how you use formulas and how you know they're exact. So if you want to do things like change this to percentage, click on the percentage. If you want to change these to dollar signs, you don't type in the dollar sign, you have to actually use dollar signs. If you don't want the cents, you can just change the decimal point. That's not a percentage, sorry. I want to change that to dollar signs and get rid of that. So that's how it works.